Hey, this is Timothy Bradley, baby. You watching EnterTheRopes.com, baby. Don't miss it. Hey, stay tuned on all your boxing news. Go to that website.
Hey everyone, David here again, Enter the Ropes. Just kind of comment a little bit on what's supposedly supposed to be the Manny Pacquiao farewell tour of 2017. Again, we all know Manny Pacquiao was supposed to retire last year after his third fight with Timothy Bradley in April of 2016. It was a tremendous fight. I mean, it showcased that even though Manny still didn't have that great power he was known for, that he was going to go out as one of the top fighters with an impressive win over, a top 10 pound for pound fighter in Tim Bradley. I really hoped Manny had stayed retired, but that didn't happen. He came back last November, beat Jesse Vargas. I wouldn't say he looked completely dominating in that fight. I think he ate quite a few right hands. But that's how Manny fights nowadays. He's more cautious. He's not he doesn't have that killer instinct. And I think he knew that Jesse Vargas couldn't hurt him. So he let him tag him here and there for whatever reason. But either way, Manny won again. He looked good. Still showed that he, is one of the elite fighters, even if he slowed down and has lost some steps. And again, we're talking about Manny, slipping, and he's been slipping for a good 6-7 years now. So I don't know if we can call it slipping anymore. It's the Manny we got. Anyway, moving on to 2017, Manny Pacquiao is supposed to fight Jeff Horn. Yeah, that's right. I'm not trying to diss the guy. I know nothing about him other than he fought on the Joshua Andy Ruiz heavyweight title fight on the undercard over there in Australia. And I guess he looked halfway decent. Think he's only got about 16 fights, maybe 11, 12 KOs. I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. So please don't hate on the fact checking there. But this is going to be pretty much Manny's opponent in April. Nothing's been 100% officially confirmed as of today, January 30th. But basically, the deal's done. They've agreed to a stadium in Australia. I don't know if it's the Suncorp or not. It doesn't matter. Basically everyone's waiting on Manny to sign the documents, and then the fight will take place. Bob Arams recently from Top Rank spoke out and said that he plans to do a Manny Pacquiao tour to end Manny's career this year. He wants him to fight 4 times, the first one being Jeff Horn in Australia. There's a potential clash with Ruslan Provodnikov in Russia sometime June or July. Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn have come out and publicly spoken that they've talked to Bob Arum about fighting Manny Pacquiao in September. And then Bob Arum wants Manny to possibly fight Terence Crawford at the end of the year, November, December, to close out his career. I'm sure Bob Arum's hoping that that's a passing of the torch fight. Who knows? But there was some recent comments from Manny. He basically laughed all that off and said, what does he think? I'm a robot. I can't fight 4 times a year. So will it happen? Who knows? Bob's got a way of getting things done. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Not thrilled about Manny's next fight against Jeff Horn. But, it's what we're going to get now with Manny's career. And he's given the sport a lot of blood, a lot of damage, a lot of wars. So I'm not mad about it, just not excited about it. Am I going to watch it? Of course. Whether it's free or pay-per-view, I can't help it. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan. So I'll see it. And who knows, it's boxing. One punch can change everything. Maybe Jeff Horn will put Manny out and end his career in April. We'll see. Interested in the Ruslan Provodnikov fight. However, I think at this point Ruslan's taken too much damage, and even a 50% Manny, I think at this point, batters Provodnikov. I think it'll be maybe like a Brandon Rios, Manny Pacquiao fight where Manny doesn't maybe get a knockout, but he just uses Provodnikov as a punching bag. I like Provodnikov, but I'd hate to see him go out like that. But he's pretty much gone out like that anyway. He got beat up by John Molina and Lucas Matisse, and hasn't fought in probably a year and a half. I don't know if it's been a year and a half, at least a year now, or close to it. I hope Manny doesn't fight Kell Brook, because I think Kell Brook will seriously hurt Manny. I think out of all the opponents, Jeff Horn, Provodnikov, Kell Brook, and Terrence Crawford, I think Kell Brook may put out Manny cold like Marquez did. He's just too big, and he's the fresher fighter. He's talented, he's skilled, he's got power. I don't know if the Triple G fight took that much out of Kell Brook. I mean, he didn't catch a serious beat down. I mean, he started getting beat up in one round, and I mean, he didn't go down or anything, so who knows. And then I think if Pacquiao fought Crawford now in the first quarter of 2017, he has a good chance of winning that fight. If he goes on this 4-fight tour and ends with this 4th fight against Crawford, I don't care how good Manny looked for 2017 up to that point. I think if he has that rough of a schedule and he's fighting Horn, Provodnikov, Brook, and then Crawford, I think Manny will be so worn down by that time that it'll be easy pickings for Crawford, and Bob will get his next star in the making. But we'll see what happens. Interesting to see how Manny's career will play out. It'd be sad to see him just keep fighting and getting lumped up and beat just for the money or whatever the reason. I mean, he should just retire and call it a day now. He's got a great legacy, nothing to worry about. Don't know what his finances are like, but all the best, and we'll see what happens with this possible Manny Pacquiao retirement farewell tour in 2017.
Hey, this is Timothy Bradley, baby. You watching EnterTheRopes.com, baby. Don't miss it. Hey, stay tuned on all your boxing news. Go to that website.